Ah, look, it's all spooky in here. There's no Bakor lurking around, right? Hello, spooky, sexy, ancient Egyptian thief, are you here? No? Okay. Then that can mean only one thing. It's Halloween season and it's time to get spooky. As a channel dedicated primarily to Yu-Gi-Oh! By all accounts a children's card game, they negated their own Baron. Can confirm that's what happened? What the fuck? Why? Imagine being a kid trying to play this game. You'd think it might be hard to talk about scary things. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is far from horror-free. From the manga to the anime to the card game itself, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a lot of spooky elements that greatly please my horror-loving self. With over 11,000 cards in its card pool, Yu-Gi-Oh! Card creators like to hide some horror in their cards. From Resident Evil references to entire archetypes dedicated to the spookier side of things like cryptids, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has plenty to make you shudder. So get yourself comfy, maybe grab a blanket, we can get all cozy, and let's look over 10 scariest Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Number 10. We're gonna start things off a little chill on the horror side with a blend of scary meets child-friendly Halloween. A more modern take on Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts, originally released in 2020 in Ignition Assault, this King of the Pumpkins has given in to a love of zombies and has become a rather intimidating-looking monster. With a similar look to Red-Eyed Zombie Necro Dragon, this pumpkin would easily give kids a fright if they were to meet it on Halloween. Number 9. At first look, this card might not seem all that spooky, and you're probably thinking, as a Jack Atlas fangirl and Resonator player, I'm just trying to sneak one of these onto the list. But hear me out. That's only partly the reason. This card's making it onto the list due to its appearance in the anime. Do you remember that point in 5Ds where Jack Atlas dueled the devil who was trying to possess his body and sacrifice Yusei? No? Then you probably watched the 4Kids dub and missed that whole storyline. Well, it's because of those episodes that I'm gonna let Red Familiar appear. Red Familiar just so happens to be the duel spirit who duels Jack Atlas on behalf of whatever the hell that is. Oh god, what is this episode? The fact the spirit was twisted enough to not only force Jack Atlas into a duel for his body, aiming to defeat him so Jack can get possessed by that thing. The whole episode features this card mocking and owning Jack and just really gunning for this whole possession thing, and being incredibly okay with sacrificing Yu-Gi-Oh! Resident pretty boy Yusei. And that guy. I can't help but think of this whole storyline whenever I see this card, and honestly, while being a totally ridiculous set of episodes, it's also a little unnerving. Just think, we could have had possessed Jack running around at the end of the show instead of sealing the devil in Red Nova Dragon thanks to his burning spirit. God, Jack Atlas is cool. Oh, right, spooky cards. My bad, I am focused and definitely not jealous of Red Familiar. I want Jack's body. Number 8. This next card has to be one of my all-time favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, partly due to me also being a Bakura fangirl. Or am I just a Ted Lewis fangirl at this point? Anyway, Dark Necrophie has a lot of delightfully scary appearances across multiple mediums and is more than good enough for this list.
Hey, you pest! Are you talking about my ace monster? And you have the audacity not to invite me?
Oh, Joy, you're back.
Oh, joy indeed. What is this ridiculous display of scary Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards? And Dark Necrophie is only number 8? Do you have no taste?
Oh, I thought we established I had no taste a long time ago, buddy. My homie, I am celebrating your monster's creepiness. I mean, look at its summon. Wait, what the hell was that? Did it just fly around making ghost noises?
Yes, wasn't it horrifying?
Horrifyingly stupid.
You just don't appreciate my art. This is why you've got none of this.
Savage.
If you find that underwhelming, allow me to make up for it. How about we play a little game?
Ooh, a game with you? My pleasure.
You fool. You've sealed your own fate. And now you'll lose your soul.
Holy shit, that win animation, what the hell is this? That's amazingly scary.
Aren't you terrified?
Yeah, terrified, that's the word.
You disgust me. You know, it's not just Master Duel where my Dark Necrophie will give you a fright.
Go on.
Look at its summon animation in Duel Links.
Oh, it seems Dark Necrophie has a few tricks up its sleeves. Perfect for this spooky season. But you know, it's not just its summons that made me want to show it some love. Its manga text is pretty spicy.
I know. I particularly like the line Dark Necrophie can possess the souls of enemy monsters. We rather like possessing the souls of things.
On that note, I think you've shown the world just how scary Dark Necrophie is. Off you go, my friend.
I'm not your friend.
Oh, shush, you big grumpy angst lord. I want to talk about some more scary Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so out of here you go.
How dare you send me out? I don't even want to be here. Wait, stop that. I'll leave by my own choice, damn it.
Mending you to the blockchain now. Jeez, that guy is spooky. Why do we all get so thirsty for him? Anyway, cards that are spooky. That is the name of today's game. Number 7. If dolls aren't up your alley, then this card is certain to make you a little afraid. The Fluffle archetype is known for its harmless look on the outside, but with a bit of magic from polymerization and some edge imp cards. These cards become a rather spooky, often censored, nightmare fuel, and as a Fluffle player, I get to look at them a lot. I had a fair few choices for cards to put on this list, but for me, Dangerous Frightful Nightmare leaves me with a feeling of worry. I can't quite put my finger on why, but this monster fusion is definitely not something I want to run into in the middle of the night. If you're looking for a spooky deck to play this Halloween season, then Frightfurs are definitely one to look at. Number 6. Oh look, a prisoner! What a standard Halloween costume for some reason. What's this man's story? What crimes has he committed? His eyes are red like mine. Are we friends? Oh god, what is going on there? Is that a face coming out of your stomach? Wait, is that inside you? Or is it actually you and the scary prisoner's just a costume? What eyes do I look at? Ill Blood is a confusing Yu-Gi-Oh card to say the least. I can't really figure out what's happening here. There's a gate in its stomach, and it's said to be based on gothic cartoons with a big inspiration from Tim Burton. But I don't remember the last time Jack Skellington gave me nightmares. Its name's also a pretty direct reference to the video game Ill Bleed. Ill Blood? I'll bleed? Whatever. It's a survival horror game. This card's history and conception is all based in the scarier side of things, and you know what? They did a good job. I am not sleeping well tonight. Number 5. Time for a few more nightmares, I guess, as the spell card Metamorphosis slips into my lane of sight, and I want to bleach my eyes. This card, that's startling at first glance, it just gets worse the more you look at it. Initially just looking like someone who's left their auto chain off and only just realized after missing timing, there is so much going on in this card. From a monster coming out of the back of your head as your face starts melting into theirs to just, God, everything about this card is terrifying. A fusion summon is not worth this. Get it off my screen. Go, shoo, I don't like you. No, don't try and sneak back out here. Get off, you make me uncomfortable. I feel your pain. Number 4. Ever wanted to combine Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, the kid-friendly card game, with that cult horror movie? Definitely kid-friendly, the human centipede? No? Well, someone did, because this card exists. Gimmick Puppet Shadow Feeler. Honestly, any card from this archetype could be on this list because they are all unsettling, but the human centipede card takes it for me. Because A, that movie creeps me the hell out, and B, I don't want to see it in my trading card games. It just doesn't feel right. Like, look at this thing. Okay, sure, they're dolls, which makes it like 1% less spooky or 1% more spooky if you hate dolls, but it's just disturbing. I don't even have jokes for this. Just remove their arms and it looks kind of like a hat. Yeah, way better. Definitely not the human centipede. If you're looking for more of a scare, just take a look through the Gimmick Puppet archetype and end your day wondering why you did that and what the heck is Quattro into. Seriously, dude, why? Number 3. If you have a fear of dolls, now is definitely the time to look away. Originally giving me nightmares thanks to episode 14 of GX, and continuing to do so much into my adulthood, let's give a hand to our resident spooky doll, the Malice Doll of Demise. Given some screen time during the episode where some silly duel academists summon the spirit of Jinzo via some sort of ritual, Jaden ends up dueling Jinzo to stop it bringing itself from the spirit world into the real world and then stealing his friends' bodies. The main card we see Jinzo playing throughout this duel is the one that is Malice Doll of Demise, and oh god, that thing is horrifying to look at. I'm almost grateful it gets killed over and over again. I don't really have a fear of dolls, but I'm certainly gaining one thanks to this card. Jesus, did it just throw its axe at Jaden? That is messed up. Just everything about this card puts me on edge. I don't want to look at it. Spare me, dude. I have no soul to give. I'm just a dog. Now go do some child's play or whatever it is cursed dolls like you were into. Number 2. Yu-Gi-Oh is giving me some mega fear issues, and it just gets worse from these final 2 entries. Maybe it just brings you fear from the internal Tempest FTK that plagued the card game, or just its card art, but this card is definitely nightmare-inducing. I hate this card. Just look at it. It's a doll's head, or is it an actual head? There's a parasite coming out of it. I don't know, and I don't think I ever want to know. This is just unpleasant. Bugs are icky, and this is icky, so enjoy the nightmares. May Necrophie haunt your dreams this eve. And now for the #1 scariest card in Yu-Gi-Oh! The cockroach. I don't want to take the Maxi challenge. Ghost Girl, save me. Okay, as I was saying, #1. From one head filled with parasites to another as we hit our final card for this list. I'm sure you've seen this on lists like this before, as this card is kind of infamous for being unsettling. Like, God, that thing's so close to bursting out the eye. It's tearing through a man's face. It's in his mouth. It's just all sorts of uncomfortable. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going, and so has this guy, because he's literally living it. Luckily, only OCG players have had to suffer this artwork, as the TCG quite rightfully censored it. But they did give it a lost art, and I now feel for any kid that got that as their lost art. It's like a reverse facehugger, and we just did not need that. Oh, you're creeping me out, man. Who designed this thing? And with that, I've had enough of the spookier side of Yu-Gi-Oh! There are so many creepy cards that will haunt that Yu-Gi-Oh! Brain rot of ours. Which one lingers in your head rent-free? Let me know in the comment section, and maybe I'll do a part 2. Now, be a good little cardinal sinner I know you want to be and hit that like button. You wouldn't deny this doggo a lovely little like now, would you? You don't want me sending Parasiter that your way, do ya? Didn't think so. And of course, you should probably hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all my Yu-Gi-Oh! Content and keep the scary Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards away. With that, it's time to retire to the Hound Pound. Maybe I can catch Bakura and show him my spooky deck. Hey, Bakura! I got a fright for Cruel Whale that wants to meet ya! Wait, come here, dude! Damn it.